Kalamazoo's real rock station, 92.5 the ZUU. Time's finally come. We've been talking about this for a couple of days. Metal God himself, although we can't really use that because Rob Halford has a trademark on that. We've got Dave Mustaine, lead vocalist, guitarist of Megadeth. Dave, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Are you kidding? Rob has a patent on that?
He does have a patent on Metal God because he was fearing that the Guitar Hero people were going to try and do a Metal Gods theme with more the metal type genre.
Interesting.
It is you learn something every day.
Yes, you do.
Dave, you got a new album out in stores right now, Endgame. This record is kick-ass, and I've listened to it a bunch of times. I've looked over the lyrics, kind of like a political look into the future almost. Would that be a good description in your eyes?
I think that's pretty accurate. You know, I'm a very curious guy when it comes down to stuff that's going on around us. There's a lot of people that play music that don't really pay attention to what's going on, and I read newspapers. I watch the news. I am very caught up in the current things that are going on with politics, and I try and really pay attention because it makes it so much easier when you're going into other countries to be sympathetic to some of the things that they're going through. Of course, our country is such a great country that we tend to forget what it's like. You know, you go into another place like India. We played in India, and one of the places that we stayed at, there was... I think they said they had 300 rooms there, and they had 600 staff working there. That's how the poverty level is, that people will do anything to work.
And I like the songs. I like the lyrical content. You definitely got the whole package in this. It's in stores right now. Album's called Endgame. You're going to be at the Orbit Room in Grand Rapids with Machine Head on November 14th. We can't wait to see it, man.
Thank you. We're really looking forward to it. You know, Michigan has always been a great place for us to come to and play. We've got, roots with the state, with Chuck Beeler having been from Detroit and playing drums with us for a while. And I also have some horses that are out in Michigan, out in a little city called Dorr, which is near Grand Rapids.
Dorr, Michigan. That's not too far away. I'll tell you what, I get a winner every single week from Dorr, Michigan.
That's awesome.
So what do you do with the horses and stuff? I don't know anything about horses. I'm not going to act like I do. What do you just breed them and stuff like that?
Well, I am married to a woman who likes to ride horses, and the horses that I saw, she was riding these things called American Saddlebreds, and I thought they were pretty lame and for snobs. And I'd seen the movie Lady Hawk with Rutger Hauer in it, and he was riding this badass black horse. And then I saw the horse again in Martin Lawrence's comedy, The Black Knight, and he was riding another one of these black steeds with hair down to the ground, and just an amazing animal. And I checked into it, and it was called a Friesian, which was from Holland, which is where Detroit has a huge contingency of Dutch settlers, and the city of Dorr has a lot of Dutch people there. That's why there's the Friesian horses really predominant in Dorr. There's a lot of the Dutch farmers there took the Dutch horses there, and that's where I got my horses in Dorr. I've got a stallion back there. His name's Zane, and the fans helped me pick the name for him. He was born a couple years ago, and we let the fans help me pick him.
That's a cool thing. Now, did you do that online?
Yeah, we did. We had a contest, and we had people pick some names and stuff, because what happens with these horses is, like, every year they give you 3 letters that you can choose the name from, so that they can automatically tell how old the horse is. The first year is ABC, then DEF, so on and so forth. And then that way, if the horse's name is like Betty or something, it was born the first year, as opposed to if its name is Christine, it's the next year, And it's real easy, a simple way to know how old a horse is in the ring. And, we got the year that it was WXYZ, and I'm thinking, well, that kind of screws everything up. Our choices have been very winnowed down, and so I thought a cool name would be Zorro, but that was already taken by the horse that was in Lady Hawk, the one that Rutger Hauer was riding, and that horse had done something and been disqualified from the whole Friesian stallion book, so we went with Zane. Zane's Hebrew, and it stands for, it means a gift from God.
Like you said earlier, I'm just going to prove your point. You learn something new every day. That all was foreign language to me.
Yep, and you know what's cool about it is that we support our fans no matter what their background is. The DeBoer families, my friends out there where my horse is at, and we have been friends with them for quite some time now. And Rockstar Dairy Farmer, it doesn't matter. The two of us have a common interest with the horse, and just like you and I have common interest with music, man. You know what? That makes us kindred spirits and brothers forever.
It does. It's a cool thing, man.
Yep, and our fans they don't have to worry about all that weirdness too. When you come to a concert, you have to, with some concerts you go to, there's all kinds of politics and profiling and stuff like that. For us, we just want people to come and enjoy the music and get their money's worth, like with Gigantor. Gigantor is a pretty successful festival that has low ticket prices and great talent, so that the bands are taken care of, the fans are taken care of, and at the end of the day, it's not about me walking away with money, it's about you guys walking away happy and satisfied.
And you can go see Dave Mustaine and Megadeth at the Orbit Room on November 14th in Grand Rapids. With Machine Head, tickets are on sale now. Dave, I want to go back to talking about Endgame that's in stores right now. You can go pick that up. The first single, Head Crusher, I really don't think there's any symbolism in this song, really. It's just about getting your head crushed and the process that goes with that.
Yep, it's pretty straightforward. There's no hidden agenda with this song. I called it like I saw it. I was in Holland again, in Amsterdam. We were playing in Amsterdam, and I was driving in a taxi going to the venue. And we pull up at the signal, and there's a girl sitting on the side of the road on a bicycle, because in Holland everybody likes to ride bikes. It's just a national pastime thing where they use a lot of bicycles for transportation. So I'm trying to take a picture, and she's smiling, and I'm waving to her, and she's smiling, and I'm waving like she thinks I'm waving hello, and I'm waving like get out of the way, because right behind her was this poster on this power box for a traffic signal that said medieval torture devices on display at the Amsterdam Museum, and I went, yes! So I took a picture of that, and then I went home and I thought, what is the most brutal torture device that there ever was? Because I remember Sharon Osbourne having a spat with Iron Maiden, and then her writing an open letter and signing it, the real Iron Maiden, Sharon Osbourne, and I thought, she's right there, you know what I mean?
She's exactly right.
I thought, well, I remember what an Iron Maiden looks like, and I remember what a lot of those torture devices look like, and they said the Head Crusher was the worst, and I thought, I gotta write a song about this, but what rhymes with Head Crusher?
Nothing rhymes with Head Crusher, man.
It's like what rhymes with orange?
Nothing. It's a kick-ass song, and, I was trying to look at the lyrics, because I've got your CD right here in my hand, and I was trying to find some symbolism in there. I'm like, you know what? I don't think there's anything here. I think he's just talking about somebody getting their head pried to parts.
That's right, just squishing their head.
Like some of the songs, I believe the title track, Endgame, that's kind of your vision into the future, the United States and the president being the leader of the New World Order. Do you actually see that happening?
Well, if you remember, President George H.W. Bush announced the New World Order in 1991.
Yeah.
From the seat in the House of Representatives. And his son did the same thing, said something in the White House, this is the New World Order. And they were welcoming it in. So it's here by their own tongues. And you know what all of these forecasters, have all said about the New World Order and stuff like that. There's enough information on the Internet to make you really scratch your head. Whether you believe in it or not, if you have an open mind, you're going to walk away going, this is, it leaves a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, I hear you there. I mean, there are definitely, I'm not calling you a conspiracy theorist by any means, but there are some people out there that just latch onto that stuff and make it their life's work.
Yeah, I'm not like that. What I'm saying is, find out for yourself. I'm not a guy who believes in aliens, okay? I don't believe that there's dudes with really big heads that are cruising around going, "Ow, ow, ow," like that Men Are From Mars movie or whatever it was with,
Mars
Sarah
Attacks.
Michael Gellar and all that stuff, all those celebrities out in Las Vegas. But I do think that it's possible that there could be other life forms on other planets. It's totally possible. We are such an advanced race on such an advanced planet. Are we the only place like that in the world? Well, my mind is open. I don't think there's any, but do I think it's possible? Sure, it's possible.